One important thing to consider is how, as we come into new seasons of our life, as we transition to new chapters and new seasons, what we need often changes. How we care for ourselves often needs to shift or be upgraded in some way, right? So what I needed, the needs I had when I was 20 are going to be very different than the needs I have when I'm 40. And the needs, the way you fill your cup in the summertime might be very different than the way you go about filling your spiritual cup in the wintertime, okay, or in the fall. Like you might literally go from iced lemonade or iced tea to hot cocoa, right? So we see that literal example in terms of changing your preferences for drinks and types of food and treats during different seasons. But on a more metaphorical level, thinking about the analogy of filling your cup, think about what are your needs going into this new transition. And even, when you're in between seasons, when you're in between chapters or parts of your life, oftentimes you need more self-care in the midst of that change, especially if you have lots of seasons changing at once, lots of changes happening at once. For me, I know that major life changes, major transitions in life, whether it's moving or starting a new job, often trigger depression for me, right? It often presents or catalyzes mental health struggles. And so I've learned, self-awareness is something I always preach. I noticed my pattern that every time I moved across the country or started a new job, that I would have to really set a firmer foundation for mental health, right?